Hello, this is BS Gang. My name is Russell.
I am Michael.
I am Josh.
And I'm Austin.
And we are...
We're having a giggle party.
Yeah, everything in the pre-show is fucking gone, but...
Yeah, we probably should have recorded that because it was pretty damn funny. But anyways,
as far as...
You want to tell a little bit about ourselves, I suppose?
I, Josh, am an avid gamer who has absolutely little to no life and spends most of his time playing Elder Scrolls Online, Chivalry, or some other random BS game like Dark Souls.
I'm not even going to defend that, man. All I do is just college game, and I do leatherwork still. But
Sleep and shit?
Sleep and shit, yep. Mm-mm.
I have no life whatsoever either because I'm lazy as fuck.
I'm a
college student though.
I spent so much time on Skyrim, it's not even funny. Which, I mean, like...
He mods porn into it just so everyone knows?
No, I'm on a console because I'm a fucking peasant.
I'm on a console too.
They accept it.
Fucking peasants. Anyways, no, I
Two
did...
PC and two console.
Woo.
Well, you're on console too. You just don't get on as much anymore.
Yeah, because PC. I love... don't get me wrong. I love the Xbone. I love everything about the Xbone. It has been my thing since I was little, but you know, up to this point, I've never experienced PC gaming. It's new. I want to mess with it.
Now, for those of you confused, the Xbone is a potato.
The Xbone, I'm not going to defend it.
It can't run a lot of the things that PC can, but it has been there for me when I wanted it and when I needed it. So
yeah, because it's a potato. You can eat it when you need it.
So
you can save an Irishman from dying another day.
Okay. So if it matters,
There was that potato famine though, so you know,
Austin,
still get kind of fucked over by the potatoes.
It completely eradicated any form of Austin existence.
Because everyone introduced themselves and then suddenly cut me out.
Go ahead, Austin.
I don't know. It's very limited. I'm a college student like everyone else here, and I'm a gamer, currently job hunting.
We're all nerds.
Yeah, but and my type of game is usually just RTS and strategy because.
He's the black guy in the group though, because we need a little bit of diversity.
I'm not a black guy.
Yeah, you know what?
We're not racist. I'm just going to make that very clear.
Mexican.
We like racist jokes though. So if you got racist jokes, leave them in the comments. I love to read them.
That was Michael, everybody.
That's one way to start a comment fight in YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen one of those before.
Dude, there's gonna be a comment fight about the Xbone being a freaking potato. You're just gonna...
And the fact that I said PC gaming's not great, there's gonna be a fight about that.
Whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
See? It's already starting.
Okay, you know what? It's, as far as it goes, I just want to add this real quick because according to our last D&D, yes, we freaking play it. According to our last D&D session, the name of Michael's penis
is corruption.
So whenever you hear
taking hold,
let the corruption flow through you.
So now, like whenever if that ever comes up,
it's going to. It's been coming up for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Corruption has been coming up.
And not going down. He needs to see a doctor.
Yeah, if it doesn't go down after 4 hours.
Need to see a doctor. What the hell? Okay, so I've got a topic. I don't know if anybody else has right now.
No, I'm just here to chime in.
You're just here to chime in. You just there talk about the topic.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best kind of comment. That's the best kind of conversation. Just
jump into it.
So, if no objections,
No.
okay.
What do you got?
We're not
First of all,
parliament.
I got 3 things I wanted to talk about because, like I said, I'm an avid gamer and I just keep checking on shit.
That's 3 topics.
Okay. Well, so I mean, I can jump around.
No, just go. I'm just being a dick.
I can jump around.
Rusty is a dick.
Let's start with
And I have one.
Yeah.
Information.
I think
we have not personally tested that though.
No, I don't want to delve into that. People get the wrong idea. I'm already, according to my girlfriend, a man whore. So, all right. So onward. Dark Souls, the Scholar of the First Sin, released yesterday for PC.
Okay.
So, I don't know if anybody else has seen any of the gameplay or anything about that, but based off of what I was told and what I've heard, it's genuinely the same game as Dark Souls 2. It's the same thing, but they've added a bunch of stuff to it. Not being a huge Dark Souls fan, being a super into the lore. I'm sorry.
I just You just look over and Austin's flipping his hair around.
What hair?
You don't have hair anymore.
He's just flipping his imaginary hair around.
I don't like From Software, man. They released an HD remake of a game they should have already fucking had to release.
You talking about the Scholar the first time?
Yeah, that game should have been the first game, not
It
an
really
add-on bullshit.
It should have. It should have. But with the Scholar the first time, it's like
but it's not.
it's like how the Prepare to Die edition was for the first one. It comes with all the DLC. It's got extra stuff in it, more characters, and the HD textures. HD textures
Not a big deal.
should have been in the original one. I feel like they should have been, especially with all of the PC gamers and the Xbox and the PC, the PS3. They all should have been able to handle it, especially if that's what it was in beta on. They would have handled it.
I mean, I'll say this: I've played both, and I don't mind not having HD textures because, in my opinion, it makes the game look darker, and that's what it's about.
And it doesn't matter because you're not going to get to see your character long enough anyway because you die and then you're suddenly meat glob.
That's not even
just
you're just like walking around. For anybody who hasn't played Dark Souls, 90% of the game you're going to walk around looking like raw meat. So do not go into the customized section of the create your character.
Or you're
not
badass.
Oh, and if you haven't played Dark Souls, go play the fucking game. Seriously? I mean, seriously, if you haven't played it by now, you're behind the train.
And
Oh
let's
my goodness.
bitch to Sony about releasing Bloodborne on PC because I'm not playing on a damn potato waiting 40 seconds for a loading screen. It's a 40-second loading if you die in that game. It's fucking terrible.
That's part of the punishment. They probably did that on purpose.
The popping, man, is so bad it's not even funny. Someone showed the building, like he ran to a building and the building popped in. Like that's worse than Watchdog popping.
Yeah, I guess
Not Assassin's Creed Unity though. That popping was terrible.
Okay, but my deal with it is I am excited for it. I'm gonna buy it. My deal is that a lot of the community has been like very. They've been positive, but been positive by not being positive. Especially if you look on Steam. A lot of the comments I've been seeing on Steam basically say it's the same game.
It is the same game.
Plus, well, yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be. It's a remake, but it's the same game. They really can't tell the difference, and that kind of bothers me because it's supposed to have the same textures that the beta had. And I don't know if any of you guys got to play the beta, but the textures in the beta were absolutely freaking gorgeous.
Okay.
Austin is so proud of himself. He got all of the dice for D&D to stick together. Anyway,
He like stacked them all together.
congrats.
He's a feat of engineering. That's what he's actually going to college
Just
for.
wait till the mic goes off. I'll tell you all.
Well, speaking of, since I got my charger, I can now run Besiege most of the time at 100%
Oh,
of the time.
Besiege. I love it
Oh,
so
I got to watch that on 100, and like the Happy Death that we made. It works so well.
It works so
That's
great.
amazing.
Okay.
I love my Schrodinger's box. Essentially,
It runs too, but it lags sometimes.
well, Schrodinger's box was something I built like in the first 10 minutes I played the game because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. It's essentially a box and it's just wooden beams, and on the inside of the box you have cogs facing different directions, so that when you press the buttons that turn the cogs, essentially it just renders itself into billions of pieces and throws cogs and wood all over the place and kills everything. It's actually a lot of fun to watch.
It's pretty fun to watch at full speed too, but whenever you like at first everything's perfect and fine, and then you start rotating things, and suddenly you see
just
people
ripping
jumping
itself
around,
apart.
and then suddenly that big beautiful amassment of cables is just suddenly this tornado of flying splinters of wood. And you see random things just taking wood to the face. Corruption.
Body parts flying all over the place.
Corruption just amassing and destroying everything.
Amassing of corruption.
Yeah.
I like Besiege. They just need to add a couple better components
Oh yeah,
to it.
they're still working on it.
Yeah, that's just I hate how
Achieved
slow it's
flight.
going.
We finally achieved
yeah,
flight.
it was
Essentially, what we did is we
awesome.
built a plane thingamabob, and
And
then we
put it
put
on
a
a
cannon
slingshot.
on it. We put a cannon on it and just like
That's not the one that flew.
it did fly.
It's just
Not very well, but it did fly. I mean, it was in the
We
air.
put a helicopter
We
piece
came
on
down.
it, got it up in the air, and once we got some forward momentum, decoupled that, and it was like awesome.
Well, I liked what we did is we put the pistons on the side of it, and then put the wings on the pistons. And when you fire the pistons, it slows it down and levels it out.
Yeah.
But then you stall, so you have to let the pistons go back, contract, and then it glides
It
down.
dives, and then
It
the
dives.
pickup, the lift will bring it back up, and then when you extend again, you can go a little farther.
The extending of corruption.
Yeah, it's funny how much fun we can have with a game that you literally just build something to destroy itself or to destroy everything around you.
Essentially, what Besieged is.
Let's just ignore Minecraft, though. Just ignore that game.
Fuck you, I love that game.
That's this. I know, but he just said destroying crap and building crap. That's literally Minecraft.
That is Minecraft. But that
Everyone
being
loves
said,
Legos.
Yeah, anybody who loves Legos loves Minecraft. But with Minecraft, you don't get that same feeling that you did with Besiege, because Besiege, it's the same. Besiege, it's the same concept.
But real mechanics to
Well,
it,
the thing about Minecraft is a very clean, happy, fun game, like Legos are. But Besiege is like stepping on a Lego in the middle of the night. It's evil. You want to kill everything, and there's lots of bloodshed.
After you turn off the alarm and you walk back to your bed, you realize you only hit snooze.
Shut up, bitch. But yeah, if you don't know what Besieged is already, Besieged is a wonderful, wonderful game that is essentially an engineer's wet dream.
It's in early access though, so if you
early
guys
access
don't know that,
Yeah.
so
it's gonna go up in price though.
It's going to go up in price.
You better buy it now.
Yeah, you would.
You will not regret it.
They're not sponsoring us. Just ignore Michael.
Yeah, no. It's, I don't even really care. I mean, that was awesome. The game in particular, it was awesome. But I still do want to kind of talk about Dark Souls 2 real quick. With the Sword of the First Sin, does anybody else have input on that particular game? Aside from Rusty, you don't like From Software.
No, I love the games. I love the entire. I just don't like the way they're making their games. They went from business to games, and they did a terrible transition. Well, they're following Nintendo's lead, and in other words, they're doing a great fucking job.
Demon's Souls.
all of Nintendo's games are the same game, just different.
I very much
That's
like
From Software at the moment.
Look at Call of Duty.
Hey,
don't even try to argue. Don't even try to argue with
that.
every Call of Duty is the same game. It's almost exactly the same story.
But you can literally say every war game's the same game. It is. You shoot people that you don't like.
That's the multiplayer.
I mean,
that's the campaign to every game too.
We're talking about a game that literally has been recycled so much that even the most recent iteration of this game, you actually have to turn down your mouse speed on your mouse because it's too fast for the game, because they've been recycling the same engine since like 2003.
You know what the same game too is? Pokemon. 100 new critters. That's
you know what, and they're making great profit off of it, and it's still got a huge fan base. If they can do it, then they're going to get away with it.
I love Pokemon.
Well, yeah, so
That's why Call of Duty is still in the. It's why it's
Pokemon and AIDS, gotta catch them all.
Call of Duty only keeps getting bought because people want to keep playing with other people. Like,
you can play with other people in Pokemon.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
in my Call of Duty's game is you need the newest one to keep playing, because some first-person shooter games, the second one comes out, the first one just dies.
That's kind of what happens with a lot of things. But if you
Pokemon, that's what happened. Like, I had which one? I had X, and then as soon as I got Sapphire, I was like, well, I'm just playing that one now.
I stopped playing it because I played it on my Game Boy, and I loved the game, but I played all the way through to it, and I was like 5 minutes from finishing it. I think it was the original Sapphire on Game Boy, and I lost the cartridge, and I was so pissed off. So I never played another one since then. Hate me if you will, fuck you guys.
Well, I still have Y, but
I actually love you. I love you all.
I still.
He'll come to your house and mate with you.
Send me nudes.
Ask him nicely. Don't do that.
Don't send me nudes. You will be making a great mistake.
You know you're going to get
a great mistake.
Let's not. I'll link Michael's email because this ain't his channel. It's getting uploaded on.
I know.
Yeah, don't do that.
Please, don't take anything.
But I still have Pokemon
seriously.
Y, and Pokemon Y, I love. I still play it today. I mean, it's not exactly old, but I still play it. And like, there's new games out, and I don't really care. But if you're saying that with the whole, if you got to buy the new shooter type of thing, you got to buy the new Call of Duty, you got to buy this. Just move over to Battlefield.
Seriously,
Bite the bullet and do it. No pun intended.
Or
Battlefield is such an
Counter-Strike Go.
I love the destructible.
That's massively popular.
You know what? Counter-Strike Go is great. I love it. But if you ever played if you've never actually, if you go from Call of Duty to Counter-Strike, you are now officially the meat shield. You cannot do anything effectively.
You are essentially, if you do that, you are going to bend over and just like pull your pants down and let everybody butt fuck you. That's how it's going to be.
Your team included.
It's called Get Good, bitches.
Yeah, that is. You
can say that all you want, but man, like we played Counter Strike Source the other day, and I completely wrecked you at like the first two games we had.
Yeah, I don't like Source.
But I mean, that's the
it just varies on games.
I will defend Battlefield to the day I die. But I will not defend EA because I don't like them because they keep screwing around with their community and they're not doing anything good. But I will defend
That's not true. Origin
because
is
it's
great.
EA's early games.
No. EA last year got voted the worst video game company in America. They got voted that at E3.
They get voted the worst company like
publicly
every time almost.
Yeah.
But Origin is a great service. It's bad customer service than Steam. I love Steam, but their customer service is crap.
That's going to be a comment fight, and I'm going to watch it happen.
Throwing every war we can in this 30-minute show, damn it.
Let's just piss off every fan base. No,
Literally, it's going to be
Legend of Zelda sucks. No,
no, I love it.
We all disagree on a bunch of different games, so that's going to bring up a lot of fights there.
Yeah. Like I know, I love the original Dark Souls. I loved it.
I don't really like Dark Souls.
I like Demon Souls. I will defend Demon Souls.
I never got to play Demon Souls.
I like it. I'll keep playing, especially if I borrow your copy again, because I made it really far.
Yep.
But it's not a game that I want to constantly pick up. It's just like, well, okay, I might need to blow off a little steam. Hey, where's Dark Souls?
How can you see? That's how
you don't blow off steam with Dark Souls. You get steam from that game.
No. That's what I do too. It's like if I'm pissed off, I go play Dark Souls. I don't know why that's a good. I just dropped my phone. I don't know why that's a good idea though, because it just. Maybe, but it just pisses me off to the fullest extent.
Well, it makes me mad too, but then the moment I beat what I'm trying to beat, it's just like this whole happy thing, and then I'm like, I'm done for now.
because if I walk on that bridge,
I know
that dragon.
I'm gonna lose 50,000 souls and never want to pick up the game again.
Which is exactly what happened to Austin. He's literally clenching fists now because he got so pissed off with that game. He's not gonna let it go.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not gonna let it go. They told me Thief is the worst class, and I made it all the way there, not a scratch.
What sucks though, like
Thief
that's
is
true.
A good class.
It's bad if you're trying to fight multiple enemies at once. It really is, but. If you, it's not as bad as Depraved, but he told me, I knew that the dragon was going to show up, but he told me, do not tell me what's going to happen. And I was like, you've got so much shit. I don't want you to die. You're like wearing leather armor and you're going to get breathed on by a fucking dragon.
I was the asshole and I went around the backside and came in the backside to that area, so I killed the boar from above. And then
how did you get around?
There's a door. You just keep going down from the overlook, the spawn, the first point. You keep going down that stairwell, and there's a door, and you can unlock it if you have the perk to unlock it.
The master key.
Yeah, you get the master key. You walk in through there. You dodge the dragons and just keep going around the backside. Take out the take out the I don't remember what demon that is.
I don't choose the master key because it's kind of cheap. I feel like if they want you to run into something, you're gonna run into it.
I really enjoyed that because it really teaches you how they built the game. Because I love how they built the game. The levels of.
I've heard from a lot of people that the master key can also screw you over sometimes because you'll walk into a door that you're not supposed to be at yet, and then the enemy just like kills you just by staring at you.
Yeah, just
that's
hey man, die.
That's the point of Dark Souls. They let you go wherever you want. You screw yourself in that game.
You do. You absolutely do. You butt fuck yourself.
I like the fact that all the areas are really well connected.
No, that's called getting a portal gun.
Oh, good. I love Portal.
Bet that's why.
Dick. Literally.
Corruption.
Tries to be close
to my new insult for people now. Let's just start calling them corruption.
My personal favorite insult is to call a person a bag of dicks.
Okay, so since I've covered Dark Souls, Rusty, do you have something you want to talk about before I move on to my next thing?
Yeah, saw this on the news. It's kind of interesting. Comcast is going to release 2 gigabit internet. You know, you only have 100 megabit cap, but you'll be fine, people. You'll be fine. Yeah, they're not the biggest dick company ever.
Comcast is literally
sarcastic. They're shit.
Wait, isn't that what Johnny had?
He had Comcast for a while, I think.
Comcast is Satan's gift to the world.
It's like God offered so much, and then Satan was like, "Hey, let me build one thing." It's like, where was that comic? Where was that?
I saw it on Imgur. Oh yeah, Imgur lovers out there. You know, you can tell me you love it.
I love Imgur. I don't get on it as much as I really should, but I love Imgur.
I met my girlfriend at Imgur.
That's awesome.
So yeah, loneliness.
He's looking at porn. You having to find her?
Oh my goodness!
No, that was not it,
dude. That was low. That was such a low blow.
Hey, I had a friend who banged a porn star. He said it was great. I don't know how that's low. You're just
she was low.
Get low.
Get low when the whistle blows. Everybody's speechless.
Alright, so 2 gigabit. That's not bad compared. Like if I mean,
that's fucking amazing.
It's good. It's really good actually. It's just the company. Everything about that company just makes me want to punch people.
I'm sure it'd be a good price. I didn't bother reading the article because it's Comcast. So I'm sure it'll only be like $7,000 a month. People, it's
but I mean,
problem.
in the contract that they give you to sign in fine print is literally you're giving them your soul.
You know, I believe it.
As they rub the nipples.
Honestly, I'm going to go look now because I do that kind of crap. I actually read that
Fine
bull
print.
crap.
Barely.
I do. I read through it. It's just I have to be like legitimately worried about what I'm signing.
He saw the South Park episode where he gets worried he's going to become this human centipede for the iPad.
Oh no, I don't even want to think about that crap.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Bad stuff. You ever seen Human Centipede?
I've heard of it.
Some guy sews people together to make a centipede.
Like ass to mouth sewed together.
So South Park made fun of that by sticking the iPad on it.
When somebody else wants to do a daisy chain, it's perfectly normal. But when I want to make a human centipede,
Larry
everybody
Jr.
freaks out.
That's terrible.
Come on, you
I'm talking about the ones that beat.
Yeah, but even if you kill the one, like if you guys have played Binding of Isaac, there is so much crap to be said about that game. But I'm not
wrong.
That game, there is so much crap. But I play it anyway because I find the game addicting. So
It's a twin stick shooter. You can't not play a twin stick shooter.
Twin sticks are so much fun.
It's like
that game is just it is fucking like who builds this kind of thing?
I don't know. It's like so.
It's
bad.
so. It's just like.
If you are Christian,
so
don't look at it.
Or if you
I'm
are
Christian,
and you enjoy a good
I'm
laugh.
Christian, and it doesn't affect
I
me
am
that much.
It does. Yeah, I am too.
But it's still horrible.
Yeah, it's enough to make you
wonder
about the safety of the developer's soul.
It's not horrible in the fact that it's maddeningly offensive to a Christian, but it's horrible in the fact that it's so disgusting. Some of the shit that's in there, like you eat a fetus to gain another heart.
Yeah. By the way, on top of that, we're not going to be pushing talking about religion at all. I don't plan on that. That's a good way to
start another internet fight there.
yet another comment war.
That's enough to start an actual war. I mean, you talk about religion, and
not that there aren't any hundreds of them.
Yeah,
I mean that's just my thing.
Well, yeah, but that's what most wars are like. Most wars are either about territory, religion, or politics.
Which we as humans have put together in an unholy trinity, and then made wars with that. Because guess what?
Huzzah!
Huzzah! I mean, World War II, World War I, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, it's like, let's just repeat the same thing over.
To be fair, we were provoked in one.
In one, we were kind of.
Well, one was just two of those, but World War II is definitely go. Oh, why?
Because the footage we recorded for this is only like 36 minutes long.
We could record more footage.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, I guess.
It's only.
I know.
Only 24 in.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's only 24 hours.
We haven't been going that long. We're only 24 minutes in.
Alright, we'll probably have to record more footage then.
Yeah, we can do that.
And we'll have to cut this conversation out because people are like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Alright, well, as far as that goes, I hate Comcast.
I do.
I think almost everybody hates Comcast, but still.
I'm pretty sure Comcast employees hate Comcast because when you walk in and sit down, they will cuff your leg to the desk.
You walk up to a Comcast employee, hey, what kind of internet do you have? Not Comcast.
Goodness. Alright, so anybody else got anything you want to talk about real quick?
Balls and wieners.
Michael's favorite.
No.
Alright, well, I got one more thing I want to touch on real quick. In Russia recently, they started talking about releasing an online game.
Yes.
That I'm happy about, but I'm upset about at the same time because like it's called Halo Online, and I am an avid ultra Halo fan. Like Halo was, huh?
As am I.
Yeah, Halo was like my thing. When I first got an Xbox, the first game I bought was Halo. That's what it was for me.
That's funny because that's the first thing I got for mine when I got the money for it.
Yeah,
he has a Spartan helmet.
Yeah, it's like up in the corner, actually.
He has a wearable one, too. He
Yeah,
actually has like 2 or 3 of them laying around with a tiny Master Chief that's sitting on there that's constantly praising the sun.
Yeah, my Master Chief is praising the sun because, crossovers, nothing's wrong with that. I've got 2 plasma pistols in my room. I've got 2 of them.
Dual wield.
Yeah, I dual wield things. I went to a convention with my helmet and a plasma pistol, and that was it. I was like, today's casual Friday at the UNSC, so whatever.
It was a Saturday, though.
Yeah, it was a Saturday, but I was like, it's Friday to me. Somewhere.
It's Friday
somewhere. Anyway, but they're releasing it in Russia only, supposedly, and I'm happy about that, and I'm sad about that at the same time because I will more than likely somehow get a hold of it.
Well, usually the Russian servers will reach us because Star Conflict is through Russia. It's on their servers.
Yeah, I mean most of Perfect World goes through Russia, but
I play a lot of Battlefield with Russians.
Yeah,
and Serbians and Finns and Swedes and all that.
It's just getting all of the stuff to be in English is what's gonna suck. But if you I'm thinking though, if most of the time whenever you hear about a game going big, it starts in Russia. I mean, a lot of really big games were in Russia. Dota,
Star Conflict.
It's
not as big now, but it used to be.
Yeah,
it was big when it came out. I'll give you that.
Star Conflict. I believe League hit Russia at one point or another. So I'm kind of excited because Halo Online looks to be a remake of Halo 3. Kind of.
Which is your favorite.
Yeah, Halo 3 was like, I actually played on a professional level in Halo 3 because it was more skill-based than how I feel Halo 4 is. I feel like Halo 4, they've added a lot of bullshit. I'm not saying that you don't have to be skilled to play it.
He is saying that.
I am not saying that.
You comment how much you hate Josh.
No. Don't do that. I just feel like
Josh.
I feel like Halo 3 was more balanced because
the maps on 3, I'll say, are more balanced. The maps on 4, you can find a spot and just like...
Yeah, you can hide there forever.
But I love 4. It's like the one I'm on right now. But Reach is my ultimate favorite at the moment.
I can't play 3 because like I don't like not being able to sprint.
See, that's
what
I don't like
borrow
the
anything while you're
low.
here?
I don't. Maybe.
Right,
I don't like
we'll
the low sensitivity on Battlefield because I play Battlefield at a pretty high level. I mean, I'm not boasting, but I do pretty well when the internet's good.
Pretty well. Come on, you're just being humble.
Oh yeah, I went 30-3 the other day.
Halo, my warm-up game, I went 25-2.
That's pretty good, but like my sensitivity, I keep my sensitivity up really stupid high, like 75.
What system you play on, Michael?
PS3 and on occasion his Xbox One.
We'll get you his gamer tag so you can kick his ass when you see him.
Yeah, I will.
I think it's actually called what is it called in PS?
PlayStation?
Yeah, it's a PlayStation
Network.
It's PSN, but what's your gamer tag called? It's not a gamer tag. It's called it's not user ID either.
I don't think it matters. We'll just get you it so you can kick my.
I have it. That's my first
tag.
real game system. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but everyone always says gamer tag anyway because it's technically your gamer tag.
Yeah, it's a gamer tag, and I think that was coined by Microsoft, and I just sort of wanted to throw that out there. But
the reason I don't play a whole lot of Halo, like I do like the games. I actually read a lot of the books because I like the story, but I don't.
I'll let you borrow Halsey's journal because I have that.
I have to read that. But I don't like 3 specifically because of the low sensitivity because it's just so low. I can't do it. And be at 4, I just the high sensitivity is what makes me accurate. But in Halo 3, it's just so low. It's achingly like I feel like I'm old.
If only there was a system that lets you change your sensitivity.
Yeah, if only.
Kind of like
one of those things that you hold in your hand.
Oh, PC. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's
figured it out. If only there was a system like this.
If only there was a system like what we like to watch YouTube on, or maybe record things.
That doesn't really affect me. I'm not an FPS PC gamer.
The Steam boxes.
Is it really? I've heard a lot of good about it.
It's almost like buying a pre-built PC. They're super high price for what you get, and it's not really worth it.
Not always. Sometimes you can
they're actually cheaper than the Xbox One at the moment.
You can, but that's because it has crap specs. If they're cheaper, look, you can build a PC that's about the same as a new next gen console.
I'm gonna make my own,
and it'll destroy a console, and it's the same price.
Just about anything, if you do it well with reasonable amount of money, you can destroy a console pretty easily.
Yeah, it's called maybe get $15 with a sledgehammer.
Well, no.
If only Microsoft.
Well, yeah, you could.
You could drop kick the thing.
I personally like destroying electronics with firearms, but that's because I live in Texas.
You know what I think?
You turn the Xbox on and just get the
right
render dead.
Just narrow down our position now.
How many of us are there? But I mean, yeah.
Going back to Halo Online, I'm excited and I'm worried, because if it stays in Russia, then I'll never get to play it unless I just go over to Russian servers
or learn Russian.
Or learn Russian. And while that's great and all, I like the fact that they're bringing it back on the old Halo 3 engine revamp. They're like revamping the Halo 3 engine, which is cool. But they're also keeping a bunch of stuff from Halo 4 and Halo Reach. For instance, the DMR is making its original return, I believe.
DMR.
And the
that had nothing to do with this.
And what I mean by original is that the DMR in Halo Reach and the DMR in Halo 4 have some very specific differences that just completely irritate the living hell out of me.
It's DMR. It irritates everybody.
No, DMR. I go BR just because of how much it makes me mad.
I love the DMR, but when it got to Reach, it became so inaccurate for me.
Or you could have a DMR in BF4.
Now, the one in 4 really doesn't make me that mad because it's still a 5-hit kill if you don't get a headshot, 4 hit if you do. That's what it used to be.
Yeah.
So that's the same pretty much in 5, except the fact that you could fire faster and accurate faster with that same speed.
The old maps from Halo 3 are coming back. The gameplay mechanics are supposed to be coming back. I don't know if they're going to have a sprint function still or not. If they get rid of it, I'll be happy. Because...
Really? Why? I feel like you're a super soldier, but you can't fucking sprint?
Yeah, but the Spartan 2s weren't really supposed to be able to anyway. They can't even move their arm past a 45 degree angle.
But that's why it makes sense on 4, because you're not a super soldier Spartan. You're not a Spartan 2, you're a Spartan 4?
Yeah, you're a Spartan 4. Yet, Chief can still sprint in Halo 4, which, they had to due to gameplay stuff, but as far as the actual thing goes...
Stop defending bad game development mechanics.
I'm not defending bad game development. I just know why it's there. I know it's there because they needed to put it there. I don't like the fact they put it there, but that's what happens. So I don't know. I'm happy and I'm sad because it's gonna move to PC. Great. That means the community won't be full of 6-year-olds.
Well, with Xbox Live coming to Windows 10, it will be. Don't
even say that because they're not even really going it's just gonna. If it's coming to Windows 10, if it's cross-platform, then we might get Xbox people onto the PC. Which I'm not bad. I'm not mad at that.
They're not all bad.
Not a lot.
I have an entire list of people that.
But I will not.
But when you get a bunch of 6-year-olds screaming in the mic about how they fucked your mom.
Yeah, I remember what happened the last time. He pretty much just gave one a mental breakdown. What happened? I honestly feel bad about that.
I don't.
Wait, did I miss something?
No, you did it.
You did it.
Wait,
last time it was this
little kid. You were telling him all this stuff about how he was horrible.
Yeah, we literally would have given him a mental breakdown.
By the way, Austin makes children cry.
I do not make children cry. He actually thought we were being serious about him being in charge of something. He seemed excited, that whole match. So I think we actually boosted his morale somehow.
That's one of the reasons why I went to PlayStation.
Captain Squeaker!
Exactly. And it's not like I'm just trying to be mean. It was just...
You're trying to be mean, don't believe him.
Yeah.
I would have been trying to be mean. I have a hard time dealing with little kids on Xbox
Wait, well,
Live.
it's not like I am.
If you can't tell by my temperament already, I'm just an asshole.
If only there was a platform that had more adults than children. I'm thinking of it again. Give me a moment, everyone.
Give me a second.
Oh, PC. Oh, there we go. Got it again. You damn it.
Stop being an ass.
Only.
I've actually met...
With a few exceptions, like the League community. I love League. It's like one of my favorite games at the moment.
Oh.
But if you die once in a bot match, if you lose a little bit of health in a bot match, you have people start flaming on you.
Well, good is the video going with this is the bot match where Josh dies like 10 damn
But
times.
a bot match
Oh,
is for,
yeah.
a bot match is bad.
What?
Hold on.
He died like 10
Tom.
times.
A bot match is for practice, especially if you don't know a character yet. It's to get to know that character, not...
Yeah, he's got a point.
It's not
Group
professional
people
yet.
in PvP.
I'm going to go back to one other thing, what you said earlier about PC, is I have actually met a lot of really, like, not super old, but older people on BF4 and PS3. I've met a guy who was he was 65, and he was on there, and he was kicking ass.
Xbox One, Titanfall, this guy was mid-30s, and...
Yeah, like, I think the average age for a BF4 player, or a Battlefield player in general, is, like, 32.
The
Well,
PlayStation,
My
It's
uncle
facts.
included, actually.
the PlayStation community I like. I like the PlayStation community more than I like Xbox community, but I'm an Xbot. So, or not anymore. I'm more of a PC gamer now.
I'm still pretty loyal to Xbox.
Yeah. I like Xbox.
I play whatever I want to play, and I don't really care about people.
The peasantry in this room is killing me, people.
Hold on.
The peasantry.
Hold on. To combat, to add some statement to
I'll
Rusty's,
build my laptop this summer.
to Rusty's comment earlier about my League gameplay. If you're actually watching the video, please ignore how many times I died during that particular bot match, because that was like the result of me not getting almost any sleep that day, and I sucked so bad, and I'm aware of it.
We're actually rolling this over.
Over League gameplay is what we're
Okay,
rolling.
I didn't know. I was totally unaware. I probably would have said something about that.
It's
My League gameplay is so horrible.
See, now, if you understand that this is what we call moving the goalposts, because he's trying to move away from his horrible play. But it's okay, everyone else died pretty heavily in that game. Not as bad as Josh, though.
Yeah, I died about 10 or 11 times, and I was pretty pissed at that, because some of it was bullshit. How many... I'm gonna count later how many times, like, that Troik, or whatever the hell his name was, stunned me, and then Kyle, or whatever the hell, comes out of the fucking bushes and is like, hey, here's a sword. It looks about the size of your asshole.
Well, you were playing Jinx, and she's kind of weird.
No, Jinx.
I like his Jinx
Wait, were you playing
gameplay
Jinx?
Jinx
is
is
usually pretty flawless, especially if you
I've seen it
get
before, and I
me
can
with
attest to
Katarina
that.
out there.
I've seen him play Jinx before, and I can attest to that. He will kick ass on Jinx.
And then I
He's
play
just a bad
Katarina, and a Katarina Jinx duo is really good.
guy.
Thank you.
And then
And I mean, we all know we all have really.
and then he'll play a Moo every now and then. If I have Varus, that's a really good combination too. But last time, he kind of left the game.
When was the last time you had a bad gaming day, Austin?
Hmm?
When was the last time you had a bad gaming day? Like, you just couldn't play anything, got really bad at it.
I love how there's silence. It had to have been recently.
It had to have been recently.
I would say sometime last month.
Yeah.
Last month?
I did.
It was like,
about.
it was like 2 days ago.
I did one about a week ago.
I was beat you every time.
No, it's mine.
I was gonna say I beat you every time at Warhammer so far.
I did. I had one about a week ago. I played on Josh's Xbox, and I was playing Battlefield, and I played. That's when I did that 30-3 match.
Yeah, that's bad gameplay.
And then not 10 minutes later, I went like.
Wasn't it 20?
I went 8 and 15. I just felt bad. I don't know why I couldn't freaking play that match.
And then there's like the whole. And I feel like I helped make it feel worse because I was like, hey, play Smite. And if you don't know what Smite is, go look it up. It's amazing.
Oh god, Smite is
It's
amazing.
just like League, but it's an over-the-shoulder view
rather than like.
Yeah, and you don't click around to move. You actually use WASD.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty cool. But I was like, hey, try Smite. And he's like, can I try a new character? I was like, sure. And he's like, how's Thor? I was thinking, oh. He's good, but don't get hit.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't tell him that.
I got butt fucked in that game.
And like
it's Michael's favorite pastime.
You know, he was doing relatively good. It's just, you know, when you go from character to character, it's hard to figure out which ability you should pop
first.
I got
10 minutes. Let's do it now.
No, let's not. Please don't.
Here, just turn around for a second. Oh, goodness.
My anus is sacred.
Untainted. Like all of your sheep.
But I thought corruption.
Corruption is his, man.
Corruption's on the
That doesn't change anything. He talked about the portal gun.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
That's something you have to come up with experience.
This fucking conversation.
You know, awkward silence at each other. You're looking at each other, really weird.
What's our timestamp right now? We're at 40 right now.
Y'all wanna draw this to a close? You wanna draw this to a close?
We tried to draw this to a close like 10 minutes ago. That did not do very well.
Well, yeah. The reason but we decided we're gonna just hook more gameplay to it later.
Yeah. How much gameplay do we have?
Not much. Because someone didn't record Payday.
It wasn't my fault.
You were recording it. It's your fault if it doesn't record.
Okay, it was 32 minutes. I think of gameplay that we had for the league, but we spent an hour and a half.
We don't have to do it now. We can make some gameplay later and just throw it on there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to have
maybe a match.
We'd have to have clairvoyance to be able to talk about it. But
until Michael gets set up,
it was horrible. Like
I'll do it eventually.
We did like 2 flawless heists on Payday. We robbed a bank. I think it was on Overkill. Like completely silent. Mm-hmm. Like nobody alerted. Everything was perfect. We got all of it out there. No alarms. I think actually there was an alarm. But the reason there was an alarm was because at the very end, after we tossed all the bags out there, I just wanted to be a dick and I went and shot somebody who was walking around. So then I just got in the car. Then everything was fine. The second one we did a perfect, well almost perfect. We did get down like once or twice on Hoxton's breakout. And then, you know, we finished that and we're like, yes, there's our gameplay. And then I went to go look and it did not have the game capture thing checked and it just recorded an hour and a half of black screen and audio.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I was so fucking pissed.
Because I
shouldn't be a live action.
We're talking over it. Man, we should be wrapping this up. If you
okay, I'm wrapping it up.
That black screen is really just a tantalizing thing to look at.
Yeah, let's start. Rusty, you got anything else to say before we end up?
No.
Okay, so then.
What?
Starting with Austin?
Yeah.
I don't. What?
Austin, no?
Austin doesn't want to talk, so.
Austin
I don't know what to say to wrap it up.
He loves you all.
So, if you stuck through this whole thing, hope to see you next time, I guess.
If you stuck through the whole conversation and maybe had a laugh or two, please keep checking us out. Up, out, down, in, out, whatever.
Corruption.
Yeah, corruption. Just keep checking us out. We're going to try and do this a little bit more often. You know, maybe stick to an actual schedule rather than...
This might actually be a weekly thing.
I want it to be a weekly thing. We could try that.
And if you hate one of us, we'll keep him. If you like one of us, we'll kick him off because fuck you, that's why. But,
hey, just welcome to Top Gear.
Welcome to Top Gear. Oh, I'm so sad.
So before we go, I'd like to start one more flame war. AMD versus NVIDIA. AMD's better. Just throwing it out there.
NVIDIA is so user-friendly. Fuck you.
AMD supports civilization. They have their own mantle.
Okay, we win. This was BS Gaming with our podcast. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.